Hello and welcome. Don't change that dial. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the Trixie Show.
Okay, guys, so we are back, and we got the mine key from the elder, and now we've got to work our way back to the mine and go see what we can find about what was going on there. Oh no. Oh no. We barely even left. These guys are a pain in the butt. I'm just saying. And I'm trying to remember from the other day when I played. Yeah, I went through here. Yes. Alright, so we took one hit. That's not too bad, actually. And I'm actually just going to try to use an item for him. They all took a hit, actually. I guess I didn't heal them. Because I don't want to go in and have all their EP depleted before I even start this thing. Alright. Let's use the key we borrowed from the village elder. Alright, here we go. Oh, and I just realized I have to fix the sound. Here we go. Ooh, that was one heavy gate. Let's have a look inside, shall we? I don't know about sky bandits, but I can definitely sense monsters in here. Everyone stay alert. Abandoned mine. Dead end. Man, it's bright in here. Huh. Isn't that the quietest stop? It looks like we've hit the jackpot. Oh boy. Forget about the heavy things and focus on the food provisions and valuables. And hurry it up, will ya? It's only a matter of time before someone finds this place. Roger that. Got it, Kyle. Okay, Kyle. Understood, Kyle. Guess his name's Kyle. What's an airliner doing in a place like this? I guess that kid wasn't seeing things after all. This looks like an area that used to be used for strip mining. It certainly turned out to be a great place to hide something of this size. Yeah, who would have thought to look here? Look at that! Aren't they loading the airliner cargo into their own ship? Let's worry about that later. We've got to figure out a way to bag these guys before they get away again. So this is our third trip, huh? Man, Don can be a real slave driver sometimes. Oh well. Once this is all taken care of, we'll be able to sit back and negotiate a nice fat ransom. Hold it right there! Who in the scorching flames of justice shall never fade away as long as evil thrives in this world. The League of Extraordinary Bracers has arrived. Huh? The League of what? You bonehead, why do you always get carried away like that? What's with you two? Now I look like a big fool saying that stuff all alone. You're the ones who Josette had a run-in with back in Roulette. This can't be right. You're not supposed to be here this early. It can't be right. You're not supposed to be here this early. What the heck are you talking about? In accordance with the laws of the Bracer Guild, you are hereby under arrest and charged with the hijacking of an airliner and its passengers. I hope for your sakes you'll come along quietly. Now hold on just a minute. Are you trying to tell me that only the three of you came here to arrest us? You see anyone else, Bandit Boy? So you're not involved with the others then, huh? Then that simplifies things. Let's get 'em, boys. Alright. Okay. Oh, she's out of EP? I thought we were arrested. Crap. That's not good. Oh no.
I'm sorry.
We're in trouble.
Not now.
Hopefully she's probably just gonna get knocked right back out, but I gotta try. Yep.
I'm sorry. Someone's been naughty.
Someone's been naughty. Yikes. Jesus. Yeah, we're in big trouble. Now she's blinded.
It can't be.
Okay. Retry. Different strategy this time. Okay. Take that one, guy. Come on, Joshua. Okay. Uh-huh. Oh, a critical. Ouch. Okay, Joshua, you need art to heal yourself. And you need to use a tear balm on yourself. And she's actually okay. Craft. No. She has nothing, she can just straight up attack. Can she reach him? Oh, come on, Joshua. Come on, Sheriff. Okay. Heal her, she can heal you. Shira. Okay, so where are we? He's got his critical coming up. And we've got... We landed on him. Yes. Alright. And she needs to heal. But she can't. But she needs an item. On Joshua.
We're good to go.
And we need to heal Shira. She has a critical.
We're good to go.
Attack. Who has the least amount? That's the first guy. 222, 235, 154, 154. Hurricane. Get them all. Just that. Yeah, we're almost there. Alright. Okay. We did it.
That's that then. Let's move out.
Level up. Josh will learn Flicker. Ow, you guys are tougher than I thought. It's no wonder Joe's that got beat by you three. Sweet talk won't get you anywhere, buddy. It's time to surrender and let the passengers go. Ha ha ha. You really don't know anything, do you? What was that you called yourselves? A League of Exceptionally Dim or something? You making fun of my awesome team name? You're dead. Look out! What is this? You've got to be kidding me. Another smoke screen? It's too bad about the rest of the cargo. We'll just have to live without it. Later, bracers. I'm getting really tired beating these guys and having them take off again. Gag. Cough, cough. Ow! Something got in my eyes. Don't worry. It's not poisonous. It looks like it was a typical smoke canister. Their ship is already out of sight. This is getting really old. It's not once, but twice now that they've gotten away. See, even Shira agrees with me. If I get demoted for this at the guild, there's not much I can say in my defense. Oh, Shira. Quit acting like it was all your fault. We're responsible for letting them get away too. If we've got time to kick ourselves over this, then there's got to be some other constructive things we can do. Well, you sound like you should be the senior racer. Well, at least we were able to take back the airliner, so how about we have a look? The passengers may be inside. Right! Airliner Lindy. Wow, it's pretty bare in here. There's not a piece of cargo left. Evidently, the Sky Bandits managed to make off with all of it. At least judging by the looks of things. At any rate, we should do a thorough investigation of the place. Here's a lift car. Looks like the same type as those at the landing port. The Sky Bandits probably used this to move the cargo. I wonder what this is. It's the orbital engine control panel. It looks like the flow of orbital energy has completely stopped. It looks like this is the captain's seat. If these were any other circumstances, I would love to sit here. Don't even think about it. Here's the steering wheel used to pilot the ship. I wonder where the pilot could have gone. Bright in here. There's a lot of light shining into this place. We checked it over, but it looks like there's nobody inside. There's a high possibility the passengers are transferred to the Sky Bandits airship, and then to wherever their hideout is. Agreed. But this sucks. Right when we thought we had some clues, we're back to zero. Come on, cheer up already. It's not like every clue has completely vanished. Why do you think the Sky Bandits hid the airliner in a place like this? Huh? As far as I can tell, the orbital energy in the ship has completely stopped, which means that the orbital engine was stripped from the aircraft. I know this because the orbital energy in an orbit gradually recharges over time. Furthermore, the Sky Bandits made multiple trips to carry off a large amount of cargo. Considering the time and risk involved, don't you think it would have been more effective just to take the entire airliner to their hideout? Yeah, that just seemed a little odd that they didn't. So why'd they hide the airliner here then? All I can think of is that they did it in order to... It's true they would have needed to land in order to move the orbital engine. However, it doesn't account for the fact that they didn't take the airliner to their hideout. My guess, I would imagine for that their hideout is in a slightly peculiar place, maybe 10 to 15 hours in size. In short, a peculiar place on which only a small aircraft like the Sky Bandits airship could land. Interesting. How about terrain covered with extreme differences in height, like mountains and ravines? That seems like a likely place for the Sky Bandits hideout. Yeah, that's what I've been thinking too. However, if that's the case, then we may be unable to do anything else. There's the possibility that their hideout may be in a place we can't reach by foot. Then what can't we do? Well, I hate to say it, but we may have to share our conclusions with the Army and ask for their cooperation, because they're the ones with the patrol ships. What? Now you're trying to tell us we should go crawling back to the Army and ask them for help? Either way, we still have to report to them about the airliner. Personally speaking, I still think we should cooperate with the Army, whatever their attitude may be, especially if that means bringing the hostages back safe and sound. I guess you're right. This isn't the time or place to be letting my personal feelings get the best of me. For the time being, let's get back to the guild and report our findings to Legrand. We should be able to contact the Hocken Gate if we use the orbital telephone. Huh? What the heck? Great, now this is something I did not expect. I wonder if we should be glad since they've saved us the trouble of having to contact them. We have found a suspicious armed group. Put your hands in the air, all of you. What is this world coming to? A woman and 2 kids are the Sky Bandits? Though the girl does look shifty. Hey now, that's just rude. And who are you calling Sky Bandits? Can't you see this shiny emblem on my chest? The bracer emblem, huh? I hope you don't think for a moment something like that proves your innocence. General Morgan? Why are you here? After looking over the reports of my men, I found this place to have been insufficiently investigated, so I came to see for myself. Who would have thought a lot of you were conspiring with the Sky Bandits? Might I get you to stop with the accusations, General? We happen to find this place one step ahead of your men. If that's the truth, then why don't you tell me where the Sky Bandits are? Are the hostages inside that airliner? We almost have the Sky Bandits, but they managed to escape. And there are no hostages to be found here. Looks like the truth has come out. Most likely you notified the Sky Bandits to let them know we were coming. Wait a minute here. How about you cut with the crap? My thoughts exactly. Alright men, take them into custody. Jerk. The general will be questioning you himself on the morrow. If your innocence is proven, then you will be released in 2 or 3 days. So for the time being, this cell will give you a place to cool your heels. This is not even funny. Tossing us into a place like this without even listening to a word we have to say. If the Army managed to arrest the Sky Bandits, then I'm sure we'd have our names cleared. But with the way things are at the moment, that may not be possible. Why not? You remember what the Sky Bandit leader we fought in the old mine said, right? He said, "This can't be right. You're not supposed to be here this early," if I remember correctly. Now that you mention it, he did say that, didn't he? You're not trying to tell me that he meant the Army by that, are you? I don't know for sure, but I would bet that's what he meant. Which means that the Sky Bandits have a mole in the Army, or a collaborator who is leaking information. That's what you wanted to say, isn't it, Joshua? Yeah. Well, if that's the case, they'll never get caught, which means we were the only ones that stood a chance of nabbing them. But now we're stuck in here. I wonder how your father would get around this little setback. My. Well, don't you all seem to be in a bit of a fix? Did you just say something, Joshua? No. It came from the cell next door. It almost sounds familiar. Oh, how could you say something so heartless? My lustrous voice should be so recognizable to anyone. Could this unfounded self-confidence and tone of absurd narcissism belong to... It's you, isn't it, Olivier? You do remember my dulcet chords. To think that we'd meet again in a place like this. It seems that we are bound by destiny. Why are you here? I thought we took you to Bose. And now you're locked up in a place like this? What the heck did you do? Come now, let's not worry about all the little details, shall we? I have my reasons, which are deeper than the deepest ocean and higher than the highest peak. I'm definitely not asking now. I'm sure we just get tired while you talked our ears off. What a coincidence, Estelle. I was just thinking the same thing. So, there you have it. We don't really care to know. You talk so much that I'd probably be an old woman by the time you were done, and I'm not ready for wrinkles yet. Come now, let's not be like that. I'll fill you in on all the details of the tragic incident which befell me. Didn't you listen, dummy? We don't want to hear about it. It all began after we parted ways. I did some window shopping in the Bose Market and then moved on to the Anteros restaurant. You see, once I had eaten to my heart's content, I began to play the grand piano to then feed my artistic soul. And upon doing so, the restaurant manager was overcome by my skill. So I was asked to stay and work as a professional pianist for the restaurant. That's great and all, but I thought you were supposed to be a lutist. A musical genius is not limited to just one instrument. Anyway, back to my story. After negotiating a few of my own conditions, I accepted the job offer. Those conditions were, of course, food and wine for free every day instead of mirror. I don't know how to put it. That's very you, Olivier. Yet, I'm not sure how that has anything to do with you getting thrown in jail. Oh, well, this is where the real sob story begins. That night, I had been enjoying a plate of sautéed duck I had the chef prepare, but the blood sauce which had been used was a little too overbearing for my palate. Consequently, I began to feel that normal red wine was not satisfying enough. The more you talk, the more I want to hit you. But go on. I'm curious in spite of knowing better. Well, so I borrowed a bottle of wine which seemed good from the cellar. Something called Grand Chardonnay from the year 1183. Grand Chardonnay from the year 1183? That's the legendary vintage that was auctioned off in the royal city. Oh, aren't you well informed? I heard a rumor about it too, so of course I was interested in having a drink for myself. Auctioned off? How much are we talking about here? From what I heard, it went for somewhere in the neighborhood of 500,000 mira. 500,000 mira? For just one bottle? That's out of this world. And you didn't, did you, Olivier? Such a needless question. Of course I opened the bottle and had a sip. Its sweet-smelling fragrance tickled my nostrils. Its luxurious, mellow taste caressed my throat. And can you believe what else? A rose-tinted vignette of time and space existed within that very bottle. I don't think I can listen to this any longer. Yeah, my ears are bleeding from listening to such stupidity. I'm completely dumbfounded. The sad thing is that after taking a sip of such excellent wine, I began to feel the food was lacking. And as I was having the chef cook me up something else to match the wine, the restaurant manager returned. Since I'm not a stingy fellow, I cordially invited him to join me for a drink. But for some odd reason, he got rather upset. In fact, he got so steaming mad that his face looked like a ripe tomato. And before I could say another word, a group of soldiers came filing in. And, well, one thing led to another, and I can't say another word about this tragedy of being dragged all the way here without coming to tears. So let us all weep together as we sympathize with my dilemma. Idiot. Pardon? But do my ears deceive me? I could have sworn I heard a zzz and a zzz, and then a surely misheard idiot coming from your cell. Are you listening? This is where the story gets really interesting. You see, several further trials awaited me after I was brought here. Hello? Are you listening? Hey, you three, get up. I'm tired. What's wrong? You tried to tell us we're being interrogated early in the morning. It's a little early even for me. No, it's just the opposite. You're being released. What? Why all of a sudden? Is there a reason for this? Yes, I'd like to consider myself that reason. Mayor Maybell! Well, what an unusual place to be meeting you. I'm really sorry about everything that's happened to you, but don't worry, your names have been cleared. I don't completely agree with everything, but this is a request coming from Maybell herself. You better remember to thank her. You'd better remember to thank her. So you mean Mayor Maybell stood up on our behalf? No, that's not exactly it. I just explained your situation to General Morgan. Our situation? Yes, I have one question for the both of you. Are you really the children of Cassius Bright? Yes, that's right. This is Estelle Bright. And I'm his adopted son, Joshua. I see. Now that you mention it, the girl does slightly resemble Lena. You knew my mother? Yes, I enjoyed your mother's cooking on several occasions when I visited your home in Roland. Why, in fact, we even met once when you were just a baby. Now, wait, just a minute. You're a personal acquaintance of my dad's? I knew that he was in the military before, but... I don't know Cassius Bright the Bracer. The only Cassius I know is the one from the service. He was a rare strategist. Strategist? Dad? I just can't imagine what he saw in the Bracer Guild. It makes me angry just thinking about it. You'll have to excuse me. What's wrong with him? It seems like your father was a brilliant officer in the military. I've heard from the general that he tried several times to get your father to change his mind about retiring. I didn't know that. Somehow it feels hard to believe. However, if that's the case, the general's hatred for bracers may stem from Cassius leaving the army. From the vexation of being left by one of his most promising men. I get the same impression. So what you're saying is, our lives are pain because of Dad? That dirty rotten scoundrel. How about we return to Bose now? With the airliner being found, the situation has taken a new turn. There are a number of things I'd like to discuss with you. Oh, sure. Is something the matter? I'm definitely ready to get out of here, but it feels like we're forgetting something. Now that you mention it, what could it be? Oh, how callous people can be at times. How could you forget about a companion who spent the night with you in a cold, hard cell? How lamentable, how pitiful. Fine, be that way. I shall wither away friendless and hungry alone in this dark purgatory. Is he still here? Yeah, I completely forgot about him. I'm sorry to say this, but there's not much we can do for you. Is he the musician I heard about? The one who chugged that bottle of Grand Chardonnay without a second thought? Indeed, that is I. Yet, my fair lass, I would be heartbroken if you took my intentions the wrong way. For you see, I perceived it as an advance payment for the exquisite services that I was about to render. You're quite the interesting character. Alright, I'll see what I can do to bargain with the general for your release. Really? Truly, you would do such a kind service for a man such as myself. I think that may be asking a bit much. If the restaurant takes this to trial, there's going to be at least a lawsuit. Well, there's no need to worry about that. You see, the owner of that restaurant is me. Huh? And that Grand Chardonnay was the very one I bid on. That being the case, I'm fairly confident there won't be any other problems over the matter. I can't believe you were released. It's like a stroke of bad luck. Please don't lay on the compliments so thick. However, it pains my soul that I partook of such a fine wine without paying a single mirror. Shall I play the piano in the restaurant for our contract to remedy that? I think I'm going to have to pass on that. After what happened, I think it would be a bit awkward having you back there. I, for one, don't think he'd mind a bit. Yeah, he sure does seem to have some thick skin. Let's just think of this as an unfortunate incident for the both of us. But I don't think I can just let things go like this. Let's see. It seems like you're investigating something at the moment, right? How about I lend my assistance in return for the wine? Huh? Well, that does sound interesting. Could I ask you to join these bracers in their work? Oh, could you ever? So it's settled. Let our new working relationship bloom like a magnolia at the height of spring. Hold on a sec. What did we do to deserve this? Your general weirdness aside, simply having an amateur like you around is honestly going to be a pain. Are you confident that you won't be a drag on our work? Or our sanity? Well, I'm somewhat confident in my marksmanship and magic. But of course I'd be distressed if you tried to list my music genius in the same group. That's the kind of line that gets me really worried. But maybe we could use an extra hand. As long as we can't count on the army to help us out, I have a feeling that we'll be short on manpower. Well, alright then. We'll use you for what you're worth. However, if we do happen to conclude that you're not worth your weight, you're dumped from the party. Are you going to be okay with that? Of course I don't mind. I never let you down, so please be reassured. Well, my expectations of you are pretty much at rock bottom anyway, so you won't let me down. I'm glad things are settled between you all. But before you go, there's something I need to tell you. Tell us? Actually, the town did seem pretty noisy as we were headed here. What happened? Truth be told, last night there was a large-scale burglary in Bose's South Block. The weapon shop and orbital factory were targeted, as were a number of private residences. What? So this was the work of the Sky Bandits? It's not unknown at this time, but it seems highly probable. A unit of the Royal Army is currently conducting an investigation. I see. Guess we better do an investigation of our own then. Yes, I'd like to formally request that you do just that. I'll send payment over to the guild for the work you've done so far. Please make use of the money for your current investigation expenses. I have a feeling that the army is going to get in our way again. But I guess when that happens, it happens. Whether they get in our way or not, I don't think we should be forthcoming with the army about any information we come across. Because if there's really a spy in their midst, they'll just leak it to the Sky Bandits. Though I'm reluctant to say it, I also think it's for the best to keep quiet. Anyway, let's act with prudence. Alrighty, my bosom companions, shall we head to the South Block? Look, buddy, who made you king of the show? Alright. Alright, so now we can head towards the South Block, which actually, yeah, we're I was all turned around the wrong way. Yeah, Bo's South Block. It seems that the group of Sky Bandits in the old mine consisted of 2 females and a male. Rumor has it they've even got children in the mix. What, those people weren't Sky Bandits? A woman living here said that she had a precious memento taken by these crooks. Oops me, my big mouth. Let's pretend I didn't just tell you that. What I mean to say is, why don't you just ask her about it after I get done here? So he won't talk to us because she can't talk to us because he's here. damn it. My shop got ripped off by a bunch of thieving criminals, and they took off with every last one of my pricey goods, too. Why did this have to happen to me at a time when there are hardly any goods around to begin with? And yet, if I go to buy stuff, he still has things. Not that I have any Mira, without turning in my Sepith, I'm just saying. So he doesn't really have much to say. And apparently that's the way out of town. We're in here. I was shocked when I heard about the South Block being hit by burglars. Murano's mother was here alone, you see. Fortunately, this house was untouched in burglaries. Times like this, and it makes you feel uneasy when there's no man at home. I'm just glad that Murano brought Simon over to watch the house. Now we've got burglars running amok in the city. I saw what's happening to Bose. I'm just glad they left this house alone, though I'm baffled as to why. They certainly didn't do their homework on this city. Did I come out of this or go in this? Oh, he won't. Okay, so I can't really do much of anything. Okay, but you guys all keep telling me to leave because you can't talk to me. We'll be done in just a minute. Did I go in here? Yeah, I talked to him. And I went in there. And I went in here. I don't remember if I went here. My factory and all my goods are gone. I've got to report this to either the army or the bracelet girls ASAP. Now hold on just a minute. If either one of these groups saw what was written in that stolen ledger, yikes, I'd be in a world of hurt. Looks like the store was hit by the burglars as well. I guess this isn't time to be talking about business deals. Even still, when we've got reporters already on the scene, why doesn't somebody hurry up and call the Bracer Guild? We are the Bracer Guild. Yay, this one turned out really cute. Oh, is this how you wanted this one? Yeah, sure, something like that. How we really got screwed, you know that? Good afternoon. Are you working on another story? Looks like you two are on the trail of a scoop again. Hey, it's you kids. Oh, Estelle and Joshua. Boy, am I glad to see that they let you out of the clinker. Yeah, I heard about you kids getting arrested by the army up at the old mine. You certainly had me worried. Why are you acting like you had nothing to do with it? It was your info that led us to the village. Hey now, what kind of face is that? Don't tell me you blame us. Did you go and check out the abandoned mine yourselves? Yeah, we did yesterday, but it was after you all had already been hauled off. We could have had a really great shot of your arrest had we'd been there. It really guts me that we missed such a perfect opportunity for a great shot. I swear, you people in the news business. But anyway, I was wondering if you thought this looked like the handiwork of the Sky Bandits. Sure looks that way to me. It seems that the army is sniffing around for clues too. But to be honest, it looks like there's nothing to be found here anymore. I see. That does make things a bit more difficult. Well, Mr. Reporter, why don't you let me ask you this then? Do you know from whence the Sky Bandits entered town? According to witness statements, they were seen leaving through the west gate. Well, that's awfully strange. The mayor's residence in the Bozemark are right through the west gate. It seems like attacking those two places would be far more lucrative. When you put it that way, that makes a lot of sense. I gotta keep people's accents on the right people. But if you don't mind me asking, who the heck are you anyway? I'm glad you asked. I'm Olivier Lenheim, a wandering bard and gifted musician. I'm sure you've heard rumors about me, right? Oh, right, you're the guy who drank the wine without paying at that classy restaurant. It takes guts to stiff such a big bill. It's an honor to meet you, sir. You're making me blush. I'm ready for my interview anytime, so don't hesitate to ask. Wow, really? I'm getting a headache just listening to this crap. These two are very much alike. I'm not even gonna ask how this guy wound up with the rest of you. That would be for the best. The new model of camera on display here was stolen. Do you think the Sky Bandits have an interest in photography? Thanks to your shenanigans, the pages of the next issue are going to be filled with some real gripping headlines. Let me know if you get any other scoops. Well, it looks like the burglars made off with nearly everything. I could have sworn that my boss locked up last night. Hey, you there. What, is something wrong? Thought I'd give you a word of advice. Even if you're representing the mayor, at the end of the day, you are all still civilians. We cannot have you wandering around here in the middle of our investigation. Who do you think you're talking to? Your advice seems rather more like a threat. I'm just saying you need to know your place. But if you're so adamant about investigating the matter, then do it after we've cleared out of here. If we get any more trouble out of you, then I'm going to have to give you a personal invitation to jail. Forget about it, Estelle. There's no use arguing with these gentlemen. For an ass in a lion's skin, you sure know how to throw your weight around, Mr. Soldier. What did you just say? May I ask what's going on here? For a soldier in the prestigious Royal Army to be threatening our good citizens. That is an outright embarrassment to us all. But these aren't just civilians, sir. They're members of the Bracer Guild. Oh, is that so? Then I ask you once again, what is going on here? The army is supposed to be working closely with the guild. What do you intend to accomplish by being rude to our allies? But as far as the general is concerned, yes, that side of the general really concerns me. I'll take over the investigation from here, so please take your men and clear out. But sir, your men have been here since early this morning, so I presume that a sufficient investigation has been conducted by now. Yes? I'll smooth things over with the general later. Is there anything else you wish me to address? No, sir. All right, men, pack it up. We're returning to Hocken Gate. It looks like that's that. It seems that some of our personnel were rather impolite. Please allow me to apologize. I appreciate the gesture. But we made some slightly inflammatory remarks as well. So how about we let bygones be bygones? That suits me just fine. As I stated before, the Army is supposed to be working closely with the Guild. I think our two organizations working together grants us each the ability to make up for the other's shortcomings. I'm looking forward to any progress you make with this recent series of events. Thank you. We'll do what we can. He seems like a decent guy. Yeah, I wonder who he is. Colonel, it's almost the appointed time. Oh, already? Excuse me, but it appears I must take my leave. Oh, but before I do, it looks like I haven't properly introduced myself. I am Alan Richard, a colonel in the Royal Army. If there's anything I can do to assist you, please don't hesitate to contact me. Colonel Richard? I feel like I've heard that name somewhere before. Niall was the one who mentioned his name earlier. He says something about him being a sharp young officer who leads the Royal Army's intelligence division. Oh, right. Wow, for someone in the military, he sure knows how to listen to others. Probably in his mid-30s, and he's not hard on the eyes either. He seems like he's more fit to be a politician than a service member in the Army. Hey, you guys! Who is that you were just talking to in the black uniform? I could swear I've seen him somewhere before. Are you trying to tell me you didn't recognize him at all? That was Colonel Richard of the Intelligence Division. You know, the guy you mentioned earlier? What? You're not pulling my leg, are you? As fun as that would be? Nope. He says so himself, so I'm fairly confident he is who he says he is. To think that the legend himself would show up here. We can't wait around here like this any longer, Dorothy. Let's see if we can catch up to him. Aye, aye, sir. Although I'm really not sure why we're chasing after anyone. Did you see his eyes light up? I wonder if he's going to do an interview or something. Anyone else in the Army would brush him off, but I'm sure this colonel will oblige him. What's the matter with you, Olivier? You look serious, and I gotta say, I find it creepy coming from you. I was just thinking about the colonel. I'll be the first to admit that he's quite the specimen of a man. But what? I can say with confidence that he doesn't stand a chance against me when it comes to the ladies. But I like to see him just try a little harder. What's no fun without a romantic rival? You just had to ask, didn't you, Joshua? I'll regret it for the rest of my life. Alright. Let's see here. Now that the soldiers are gone, how about we resume our own investigation? Let's start by talking to all the people we couldn't talk to earlier. Good idea. Okay. Alright, so we will pick it up here next time.
We hope you enjoyed this episode of The Trixie Show. Don't forget to subscribe, like, or even join Miss Trixie for all the upcoming shows.